Early in the morning.
What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and you know what? Yeah, I ain't gonna waste no time. I ain't gonna waste no time introducing this. I ain't gonna waste no time telling you to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. I'm not gonna waste no more goddamn time. You lot are gonna see the world we live in, and I'm gonna ram it down every single person's throat until you lot see the realities of the world we live in. Someone commented on my video yesterday. It was about you know, the video I did about the actors and actresses and whoever playing Anne Boleyn. Yeah, that video wasn't about race. It wasn't about race. It was just about representation. Some idiot in the comment section commented something like, "Oh, this guy, all he does is talk about race, X, Y, Z, something." He didn't even watch the video. You know, the ones that I don't care, but I just deleted the comment and kept it moving. But this video is about race. And if you're bored and you're tired and you're sick and bored of hearing about race, two things. Unsubscribe, in fact, three things. Unsubscribe, get the fuck off my channel, and suck your mother at the same time. Yeah, you heard correct. See, that's the thing here. This is the thing, I ain't no politically correct don when it comes to shit that really needs to be spoken about. It's funny, you know, I bet you didn't wake up today and think that a YouTuber will tell you to suck your mum, but you did. It has. Because like I told you, I ain't no pussy old YouTuber that just, nah, I'm a real brother that's on your screens. Imagine how we feel. Imagine how I feel. Imagine how all of us feel having to talk about the same goddamn thing we've experienced for 25 years. You're bored? You're bored? Think how we feel. Now shut the fuck up and get out of my channel. If you're bored of hearing about race, I don't care. Unsubscribe. This video is for the riders. You ain't involved, you ain't riding, unsubscribe. I don't care. Yeah, you're gonna get the real. You lot are going to get the real. You've read the title. You have read the title. So let's get straight into this. The LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department, take that in. The police department in LA are under fire for sending a joke round on Valentines Day at the expense of George Floyd, at the expense of George Floyd's family and all the people that George Floyd has impacted. The joke was something along the lines of, it was a picture of George Floyd and it said, "You take my breath away." Now it's funny, you know, because I've got dark humour. I've got extremely dark humour, and I'm so real. Yeah, I'm so real. I'll let you lot know that in the right context, in the right year, in the right setting, I could probably laugh at a joke like that. Big man thing, no lying. In the right setting, because I'm real, I'll be honest with you, I've got dark humour. In the right setting, I could probably laugh about that. But let's actually really read between the lines of what's happening here. The LA Police Department are the ones who sent round that joke. I can feel myself shaking. In what culture, what must the culture be like in a police department? Police, yeah? Police are, we look to the police in the world, didn't we? We look to the police as the heroes. The blue, the colour blue, the heroes. We look to them to enforce the law. So the law is made by the government, or whatever, made by certain people in the government, and the police enforce that law to protect us. Yeah? That's what their job is. Doesn't matter what country, no matter what year, 500 years ago, the police or the equivalent of, that is the fundamental job of a police officer. Abide by the law yourself, set the right example, make sure everyone else sets the right example, and make sure everyone follows the rules. For that joke to go around the police department, what does that say about the culture? What does that say about the environment that a joke like that wouldn't go around school? I can say that comfortably. In an all-white school, you'd be hard pressed to find that joke go around. Of course, the joke would be, okay, the pupils might say a joke like that, fair enough. The teachers wouldn't know. The head teachers probably wouldn't know. They wouldn't want to take that risk. They might be thinking it. They could be thinking it. They might be laughing about it in their private WhatsApp group chat. But it's not the right environment for that joke to flourish. Read between the lines here, people. how has that joke gone around? What does that suggest about the environment? What does that suggest about the culture in the police department? In America, in LAPD. The same LAPD that beat the shit out of Rodney King 30 years ago. So nothing's changed. You are gonna get this rammed down your throat until you see the world we live in. For them to make that joke, it doesn't matter if it's about a black person. Forget George Floyd for a moment. They could have been making that joke about Gandhi. They could have been making that joke about Muhammad himself. They could have been making that joke about Bruce Lee. I don't care. For you to make that joke, yeah, that is deep, deep, deep hatred. Given the context, take in the context, that is very deep to the core hatred for black people. For you to run that joke in the LA, in the police department. That, what, huh? Huh? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even biased. I'm even sitting here telling you that I could even laugh at a joke given the right context. Yeah? But read between the lines here. Is it the right context for a joke? Is it the right environment for a joke? Is it the right overall context for a joke, given the fact that that triggered one of the biggest Black Lives Matter protests in history? But that means so little to the people in the police department that that a joke like that can breed and come and fly around the police department. You've got me fucked up. Oh my God, let me catch one of them. I don't care. Give me 5-on-1. All those people that fight for the police department because they're the so-called heroes. Who the fuck are they heroes to, please? Who are they heroes to? Yeah, I think the police person's job, in society, we need the police. I'm not saying these lot who are the police, fuck them, we don't need any of them, but we actually need the role of a police officer. Yeah, I'm all for that. But who are they heroes to? Because they ain't my heroes. Because if you're white, you ain't getting stopped in your car. But I've been stopped in my car flipping untold times because I look like the criminal they're after. Yeah? They ain't my hero because I'm the one getting stopped as a teenager at 13, 14 years old for things like jaywalking, which ain't even a law in England. They're harassing me for that. So they ain't my heroes, are they? Whose heroes are they? So when you defend the police, what are you actually defending? Because the same police force that beat Rodney King, got away with it, that they can laugh at black people killing me. Who's gonna look to them to save us? Yeah, forget the LAPD because that's in LA. I'm talking about personal experience now. Same feds in England, if they had guns, they would have killed us down same way. And if you're white, don't argue back. It's one of them ones. I actually don't care what you got to say on this one. Because if we're looking at statistics here, it's very easy. Black people are X amount of times to get stopped by the police. Black people are X amount of times to get arrested. Black people are X amount of times. So this is, if you're white, you better take this in. Don't be challenging back and taking this to offense. This is the realities of the situation here. You can see it in the way I'm delivering the video. You can see I'm serious in the way I'm delivering the video. So listen, I need to calm down for 2 minutes. So I'm just going to play a little audio for a minute or so, just discussing the topic, and then I'm just going to talk about the LAPD response, and then I'm just going to wrap this video up because I can't be asked to carry on talking about this no more.
And we go across to Los Angeles, and disturbing, I should say, is the next story you're going to bring me.
Very disturbing.
To say the least, Amina. I mean, I had to double take when I saw this headline. Los Angeles Police Department officers shared an image of George Floyd with the caption, "You take my breath away," as a Valentine quote-unquote joke. Of course, George Floyd had Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck for a number of minutes, taking his breath away, leading to his death. And it begs the question, what kind of culture, in what sort of conceivable reality could this be viewed as a joke? And it really gets right to the heart of why many people are calling for not just police reform, but for police to be defunded entirely. And I think as we see more and more of these instances, like today, and we saw Officer Clyke, a black officer, take his life in recent days because he saw the internal racism within the police, it really puts paid to the myth that the problems in the United States police force are simply down to a bunch of bad apples. A lot of people would say the entire basket is rotten, Amina, and a lot of activists...
Look at that, what a metaphor that is. What a metaphor that is. This doesn't come down to a few rotten apples no more. The basket is rotten to the core. Right down to the core. In what environment can a joke like that breed? Now, as I said to you, in fact, there are environments where a joke like that can breed. Many environments, comedy shows, stand-up comedy, whatever. Yeah, there's many. Is a police department the right environment for that? This is the same department that's meant to fucking protect people. I'm done with this, man. I'm actually done with this video. I'm done. It's gonna be something. It's actually gonna be embarrassing watching this back, watching how angry I'm getting, editing this back and have to post this. It's embarrassing. But I'm just gonna let me just read the LA Department statement and get this video out here because I'm sick of this. Alright, cool. Right, yeah. Alright, cool. So the Los Angeles Police Protective League repudiates, wow, that's a big word, repudiates this abhorrent image and anyone associated with its creation, dissemination or passive observation of it. If that image was created, liked or shared by a member of the LAPD, the chief of police must act swiftly to hold those. You know what, sorry, I can't even be asked to read this. This is all bollocks. It's all fancy words. This is what they do. This is what they do. You do something mad. Yeah, you do something crazy mad. You get pulled up for it and you come out with all these good words. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm sorry, I apologise. I should have read this. I should have read this all the way through, but it's all bollocks, so I can't be asked. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.